Hello, everybody. I'm with Katy Corrigan on another episode of How to Scale an Agency. We're talking to her about her company, Goody, which is a gifting platform that a lot of agencies use, and I'm starting to use myself to send gifts to potential clients and also my current book of business, as well as partners. And I've sent a lot, especially during the holiday season that's fast approaching. A lot of you have heard my previous episodes with Corey Quinn. He scaled Scorpion from $20 million in revenue per year to $150 million in revenue per year. He said the main way that he was able to grow that business was through giving gifts to people, predominantly attorneys that were on his prospective clients list. And so what Katy's going to talk to us about today is how they've grown Goody and how using the same kind of strategy to send gifts to clients and prospects and help your agencies and your clients' businesses scale super quickly online. So thank you so much, Katy, for being on the show. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lucas, for that warm welcome. Very excited to talk about gifting today. A lot of people say gifting is their love language. I get to say it's my love language and my job, which is really fun.
I love that.
Happy to be here.
So Katy, what got you started with this business? How long have you been working on it? What's the story there?
Yeah, absolutely. So Goody was born during COVID and was originally actually a consumer app. We still have our app, so recommend everyone go download it. But the whole idea was people were traveling all over the world, really unsure where someone was, and you'd want to send them a surprise, check in on them. And it was quite difficult because you'd have to say, hey, where are you? What address should I send this to? Are you even home? And so wanted to make it easy to send a gift as easy as a text. And so we developed this app, and not only just like any gift or a gift card, but like really cool curated collections. And what we saw was that in developing this app, people started to pick it up for their family and friends, but also in the workplace. And so a lot of people were using our app, signing up with their work email address, and then sending it to their coworkers, their prospects, their clients, which opened our eyes that, hey, there's a gap here, that people are looking to send really great gifts to people in their professional life, and they don't have an easy way to do it.
Yeah, and I think the big aha moment, like I mentioned earlier, for myself and also for a lot of agencies that I work with, is that typically when they try to get new clients, they'll send out a lot of, frankly, spam. They'll just send out messages and try to convince them to work with their business. And I think the cool thing about this product is it makes it a lot easier to do something that it seems like works to get business by focusing more on the human to human interaction, not just treating everybody like a utility, right? And so can you explain how an agency can get business using this form of gifting, maybe through prospecting? Because one unique thing about your tool is that you actually have a sales prospecting section inside the gift marketplace.
Yeah, absolutely. So Lucas, I want to touch on something you just hit, the human to human piece of gifting. And really, when we take a step back and we think about what is Goody's mission statement, we think a lot about how can we make thoughtful connections, delightful connections, and really foster relationships, because that's what gifting is about, right? Gifting is innate into our culture, and it's a way that you can show your appreciation for another person. It's how you can show someone that you recognize them, that you see them, that you want to share a little bit about yourself with them. And I think a lot of times in sales, people forget that you're selling to other humans. It's another human on the other side. And so where gifting becomes really effective, and I think thoughtful gifting, that's a word I want to emphasize here, because people have been sending, hey, here's a $5 coffee card. Let me, for taking this meeting, here's a $15 DoorDash card, which is fine, still works for some people. But what's really effective is when you can share something that's a bit more curated, higher quality, and help introduce your prospects into something you love or recognizing something that they may be excited about. So I think that's really where it helps in the prospecting angle and really building the relationship. So when you're thinking about how this is going to help you bring in new clients or show your current clients a lot of appreciation, it really should be part of a multi-touch strategy. Gifting is one touch in the relationship building process with that individual.
I can't, emphasize enough for everybody listening to the show and who's been listening to the show over the last year that out of the 200 plus interviews that I've done, the largest agency that I've actually ever interviewed was Scorpion, and they said that they never led at all with the sales pitch. It was always sending a gift at the beginning or doing some kind of value up front before they were able to bring somebody on as a new client. And so when, Katy's talking about how you can actually get people by building relationships to want to work with you, it's so true that this is the best way to get people to become your actual client and to get them to grow and want to scale with your business in whatever capacity and whatever you do, right? And in this case, it's predominantly marketing agencies. So when it comes to sending these gifts, could you maybe explain a little bit about how they can even use it for their clients in theory? So let's say a marketing agency has 100 clients and they want to see if there's a way to utilize the software for those clients. How would you recommend that?
Yeah. So what I would recommend that marketing agency do, we have a product line called Teams, and Teams is our subscription for Goody, where you have all of our most robust features, including automation. So what I think is a really great touch for clients is to always send them an anniversary gift on their sign up or right before whenever their renewal is of their contract. So one thing you could do is with your Goody account, upload all of your clients' contacts and set up a automatic gift to go out on their anniversaries or the day they first signed, or even just quarterly. And I think what's really nice too with Goody, what I'd recommend is you can curate your own storefronts. So you can send them a gift on a regular basis, but have it be different themes. So whether your agency really likes to celebrate or has a number of values that it wants to make sure it's reflecting to its clients. So here's our sustainable gift collection. Here's our women-owned business gift collection. We make it very easy for you to also ensure that you're showing your clients your values as a company in the gifting process.
Right. But if they want to, let's say, white label the service and they want to maybe make it something like, let's say there's an agency that wants to take that off the hands of a client and do it for them. Is there a way to make that easy process through software or something that you guys have explored?
Yeah. So for white labeling, you can absolutely upload your own logos onto your account. So then you have your logo very front as soon as they're opening up that email or that gift. I like to call the logo a nice bow on the present.
Right.
You can also upload your own custom cards. And so part of that unwrapping experience for a Goody is that someone's going to be opening that card. And it's a really great place to show a lot of character, your logo again, and put in your specific copy, both in the card and then also in the gift store as well.
Right. Right. And so a lot of people who listen to the show, they, a lot of them are numbers people. They, crunch numbers all day. And I think they always have to demonstrate numbers to their clients. And so I'm curious what kind of numbers you guys use in your marketing materials to talk about the efficacy of gifting. How does that translate to higher performance with clients, or maybe more business, or even just higher employee satisfaction if they're using it for employees as opposed to using it for prospecting? Do you have any numbers that you generally use in marketing the business or the software that people can think about when they're considering using it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we see for sales prospecting in particular, 3 times more meetings set an ROI when you have gifting involved. So it's this really effective mechanism to hooking people, getting them on for your first call, so you can have that discovery call and learn more about what they're looking to achieve and see if you are the right solution and agency for them. So it can be super effective in the actual prospecting. We also have seen really great results in account-based marketing with companies. So again, that kind of going back to that client side and making sure people feel appreciated, or your largest whales that you're going after, really taking that strategic approach, and that it's 2 times more effective when you have some sort of gifting event involved in that account-based marketing. So really, really powerful metrics when it comes to the outbound and the sales side of the house.
And I do want to mention something that makes this a little bit more viable. And by the way, just so everyone understands my journey with this, I have been looking for a tool like this because I've been trying to find a way to do this at scale. And honestly, my alternatives were pretty much either use an extremely expensive software or, which we should mention, at least for the base plan, so somebody can start using it for free and they can actually get a gift and even more credit than usual by signing up through Twiz. But basically the base plan is very easy to get started on. You can work with large companies large software companies on really expensive plans to start gifting. But before I met Goody, there wasn't really a good option for me to actually get started on this. And I think the one other really big piece of persuasion that you guys had for me to want to use the software was the ability to send out multiple gifts at once. And, just yesterday I sent out 20 gifts to some of my top partners with my agency. It was very seamless, and I was able to upload a CSV file and send it out to all 20 of those people. And you could, in theory, send even more out. But I know you have to get verified, or there's a process for it, but you could send out, is that correct, or is there no verification?
Yeah, we do. We just want to, again, because we want to make the product as accessible to everyone. So we do have that, like anyone can sign up for free and send unlimited gifts, even on the free account. But before we unlock you to send unlimited gifts, we just want to make sure you're not a bot. So we just look at all of those. We look at everyone to just make sure it's really a person and is coming in to use the platform correctly. But the verification process, super quick, super easy. As soon as you start sending gifts, we take notice and we're like, okay, this is a real person getting some value here. But yes, you can send unlimited gifts both on the free product, but what's the really difference on those subscriptions, and even that entry-level subscription of Pro, where it's $25 a month, so still very reasonable. You can send unlimited gifts to as many people as you want at once. So as you mentioned, Lucas, you just sent 20 gifts. Earlier this week, we had someone send 2,500 gifts at once. So imagine that type of time savings, that instead of having to collect all of those addresses, their preferences, packing, getting all those gifts out, it's uploading that CSV with all of their emails, phone numbers, and then picking the gift and sending it out. And one of my absolute favorite parts of gifting on Goody are the thank you notes. So did you get any good thank you notes?
I did, and that was really cool. I mean, being able to see people respond back and saying thank you so much for sending me this gift is really cool. And the ability, I think, just to put more clarity to this for anyone listening, you can, when you send a gift, it's sent basically through email, and you can send it from your email. And then the other cool thing is that when you send it out, it actually, they can swap it with another gift for the same price, and it'll send to their actual address, which is really cool because, again, like I was saying in the example earlier, I would otherwise have to go and mail every single one of these gifts myself, which is a huge pain in the butt. So I don't have to do that anymore. That's one of the biggest value props for me. And then the thank you notes are critical too. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Swap is like the best feature. Again, for this audience, who's a number audience, almost 50% of recipients swap, which I love, like sharing this with people, because I think there's a lot of like sort of idea around gifting. Like I have to find the perfect gift. I have to put all this thought into gift, but actually a lot of studies show the gift that people value the most is the gift they want. And by giving the opportunity to swap or choose your own gift, people end up valuing what you're sending them even more. So they put a higher value on that moment between you two. So I think the swap is a really powerful feature. And I love seeing the thank you notes that are like, oh, I've been eyeing this, but I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. Or I've been thinking about, trying this new brand. So it's a really cool element to the overall experience of Goody. And I think too, we've done it in a very seamless way.
Right. Yeah, no, it's really cool. And as a user, as a power user of the brand, for sure, I think it's really, really cool. And so, I mean, where can people go to sign up? I know you have a product hunt launch coming up next week at the time of this recording. And by the time this goes live, it might actually be right around then, but it's the 7th, correct? December?
Yes.
7th?
Yes. We are going to be live on Product Hunt the 7th. So if we have any product hunters listening, please go upvote us. We're super excited to launch the audience. But more generally, people can just go to ongoody.com/business. And from there, they're going to be able to sign up for their account. Again, if you can put that you heard about Goody through Twiz, we'll make sure to drop an extra $10 into your account. So that will give you $30 in credit for you to send your first gift. And we love giving that to people because I'm such a big believer in our product and so confident in how much it can help someone from, from helping employee morale internally to getting on new clients, we want you to send the first gift on us. And so we have a lot of great options that are $30 and under, $20 and under. So definitely encourage everyone to sign up, drop where you heard about it, and send your first gift on us.
Very exciting. And, I will say this is an end note here for everybody listening. I do not partner with any partnerships. I literally have no software partnerships at all. This is the only one I've actually wanted to work with, because I try to base everything off of really from my interviews, which things or concepts or strategies had the best results. And to be honest, I've been changing all of my strategies towards the most successful agencies that I've worked with or interviewed. And hearing that Scorpion has never actually sent a sales pitch directly and always led with a gift kind of blew my mind a little bit. And that's why I'm so obsessed with this brand, because it's making it very easy for me to actually go and do the thing that I've heard this very successful agency do. And I've already seen it transform my business. My closing rate has gone up like 30% since actually using this, because when people get a gift, they feel like they have known you forever. They feel like you're different. Because think about it, how many times have you gone to buy a software, anything, and someone's actually sent you a gift? It's probably been, for most people, never. And if they have, it's probably 1 in 200, 300 sales calls you've ever taken. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So for me, I'm very into this brand. I love it. I think it's really cool. And I've partnered with them because it is exactly in line with what the biggest agency I've ever interviewed and worked with does. And so you should definitely, upvote them on Product Hunt, take us up on the credit thing. It is definitely something I think you'll like. And worst case scenario, you spread some holiday cheer. Someone gets a $30 gift. You probably got a client or a teammate that would enjoy a $30 gift, or gift it to yourself. There's nothing stopping you from doing that either, but definitely recommend doing it with a client or a teammate. Spread that holiday cheer. So Katy, thank you so much for being on the show. Really appreciate it. And for everybody listening, Katy Carrigan has been able to grow Goody, which started off as a consumer gifting platform, has transitioned to businesses, and now is helping many, many businesses, including marketing agencies, grow and scale their gifting programs for their employees, their partners, and their clients. And really expecting some big things from the brand. Hopefully get you back on here maybe in a quarter or two. Thank you so much, Katy, and best of luck with the Product Hunt launch. I hope you guys get to #1.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lucas. Happy holidays.
You too.